Hello! In Leintalzoo, there is always a lot to explore. The central reason of this is this one person. Today we go all the way down to the bottom of this, to where it all starts. What kind of a person is he? How did he come up with the idea of building a zoo? Would you like to know more? Bingo! You are in the right place. A wide variety of species from diverse places in the world have found shelter here in Leintalzoo. In Schweigen, this is the place where men and animals meet. On this erstwhile farmland, which was only dedicated to monoculture before, now diverse habitat areas exist here. One has to thank this man for it. This is Peter Gessmann. And if it were not for the zoo, he would probably have been following his father's profession of building wooden floors. But as a young man, he grabbed his camera and went on exploratory tours as long and as far as he could. In the beginning, with a bicycle to all the castles around Ludwigsburg. Later, he took his kayak, and naturally, the wandering projects got more ambitious. So one fine day, he shocked his family by announcing that he would head up to the Arctic with his kayak to see the midnight sun with his own eyes, which he eventually did. He was gone for half a year and came back rich with stories, pictures, and experiences. His wanderlust was easily not over. He saved every penny for the next travel and the tools he needed for it. When he had his driving license and his own car, there were not many borders that would stop him. Always on board, he had the tools to see things from another perspective. That is, his kayak and his photo and video camera. He traveled adventurously but frugally. For example, he never paid money to sleep as he slept in his tent or some kind native invited him. He traveled multiple times to Middle East, India, South Asia, and Africa. Maybe it was the macaque taking his picture in India that changed his life, but the definitive calling came to him in Africa. In Africa, he witnessed the bushmeat trade. The people hunt everything that has meat on them. Snakes, gorillas, elephants, everything ends up in the pot. This was too much for the confirmed animal lover Peter. He himself had been a vegetarian since he was a young boy of 12. That was anyways a little radical in his part and times of the world. There were rarely any vegetarians around. Sometimes the bushmen captured the ape mother and the baby. The mother gets killed and the baby is kept as a pet. But the survival chances of the baby are really bad because the baby apes are bound to their mother's milk. So Peter did something that seemed like the most natural thing to do. He traded his expensive wristwatch for a baby gorilla. The next step was to make the baby gorilla survive, recover, convalesce, and then give it over to a zoo in Germany. But when he checked out the zoos in those times in Germany, there were no outside cages for apes. Everything had to be tiled and had to be disinfected. Call it an epiphany if you will, but the seeds of the idea of the largest group of apes in Germany had sowed in this maverick's mind. I hope you liked the first part of the story of Leintalzoo and Mr. Gessmann. Please like and share this video if you think this man's story did give you some insights. And if you're around in our part of the world, do drop by and meet the man himself, who can be easily found making and fixing something in the zoo. Do mention in the comment section what you liked most about his story. We have plans to upload more of his stories later in the future. Subscribe to never miss an update from us. Until next time, bye-bye.